his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A gain of 21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run with Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Texans.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it's third down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with no score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
It is good.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
We gon' make him fumble. We gon' make him fumble. Yeah.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fumble.
His first carry, he loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, and people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
It's a turnover.
The running back.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Nothing going down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
You got scared.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
I got scared.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game through throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
It's good.
And this one through the uprights and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over on 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st down, Brooklyn.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rare.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Able to slither by. And now running right through it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Sets up 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 11-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on the line over there. Single receiver. Check 99, check 99.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now they try the right side here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Brooklyn 1st down.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a toss play. It's Harris. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Higgins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Number 35.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 2nd down. Higgins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
I'll do this for you.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Bulls 21, Texans 13.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Higgins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. A beautiful fake. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Higgins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
At the 40-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winner.
Kicks, like Phantom, the ball disappeared and the guy on the ground.
They will send this one away.
How they cheating on Madden.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throwing left side.
Come on, yeah.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
27.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.